Alright, depending on your time zone and your location, we'll say happy new month to all my fans, followers, subscribers, family, and everyone who supports what we are doing here. If I have a video of Barrister Aloy Ejimako, one of Mazen Namdekano's legal team. This was after he was actually bundled, kidnapped by the Nigerian police after that peaceful protest march I got for the release of Mazen Namdekano. This is actually the persecution and Ipob. Thanks to Donald Trump, the US president, for actually doing the needful. Thank God it is trending everywhere. Donald Trump, this is your declaration. You don't know what it means to Ndibo. It's not just about the Christian persecution. The Nigerian government, they are now busy campaigning and preparing for 2027 election. They don't know what is coming to them. This is the persecution and Ipob. How would you bundle a 70-year-old man like this because he came out to exercise his rights, his civil rights? And you bundle this man. Look at his condition after he was bundled because of the tear gas and the way he was harassed. This was the situation as at that time. We don't know how he is now, whether he has fully recovered. But Nigerian government should know that only for Bonameru Aloy Ejimako, they will account for it. The same thing goes to Mazen Namdekano. Yes, because this is the persecution that the whole world is talking about. The Christian persecution. This declaration by the US government and President Trump is not just about the Christians. It is not just about the Christian. It is also the persecution on Ndibo, the marginalization on Ndibo. Because 70 to 80% of these people, age we made the declaration, that is the Christians, are all Biafrans. They are all indigenous people of the nation. Yes, 70 to 80% of them. So a declaration on the persecution on Christian is also a declaration on the persecution of Ndibo. Yes, look at the situation, the condition of this man. In a country that exercises democracy, is this democracy or demonstration of grace? How would you do this to a 70 to 80-year-old man because he came out to exercise his rights? Anyways, the case in court is taking a new dimension. Thank God for the wisdom bestowed on Onye Mazen Namdekano. I'll play you guys this other video of Mike Ezokome. During a recent interview, he was granted by the media. He is still bent on this issue of Mazen Namdekano, that it is dead on arrival. Nigerian government just need bogi. Whether you declare prosecution on Mazen Namdekano, whether you nail him, whether you do whatever, Mazen Namdekano will still be released. If Mazen Namdekano will be released. This declaration by Donald Trump declaring Nigeria as a country of particular concern shows that the persecution on innocent people is becoming too much. It's not just a declaration for Christians. It's a declaration for everybody who is exercising his rights as a citizen. Because Mazen Namdekano is simply exercising his right because of the marginalization and a Mendibo, because of the cheating and a Biafrans. That is why this man stood up. And you kidnapped him from Kenya illegally. You people are not talking about that one. The Court of Appeal have also acquitted and discharged this man. You people sweep that one under the bed. And then you want him to come and stand trial. In a shambolic... Come on, who does that? Unekuna can song English man, but man keep as well. Mazen Namdekano will regain his freedom. 3 days to go. It is just 3 days time. 72 hours call for. So, I'll play you guys this video. What Mike Ezokome said in this video, and then there is an old video of Mazen Simon Ekpa. I will also play for you people because Mazen Simon Ekpa also played a very important role to making the US government recognize that Nigeria is actually terrorizing Christians and innocent people. Yes, Neya president to Neya stained with blood. Neya, look at it, look at his hands. So I'll play you guys this video of Mike Ezokome. After that, I'll play you guys another video of Mazen Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, the way the persecution on Ndibo and Biafrans and Christians in Nigeria, and the reason why Biafrans stood up to fight for their rights. Watch every of the videos I'll play for you, and share your thoughts and opinion on the comment section. Kabar to Sabidia, can always right with you. Enjoy the rest of the videos. I'll be right back.
To me, the government should end the case and save itself the odium, obloquy, disparagement, and embarrassment that its obvious loss will entail. I see the case as dead on arrival. It's a case that came in a coffin, just telling the court to bury it. It has no substance. It's what William Shakespeare in Julius Caesar we call a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. The case is as dead as dodo.
Some people today, they tell us about non-violent agitation as the only way. And I ask them, who is violent? Is it the Biafran people that were carrying flags and walking on the street, or the Nigerian security agents that were shooting and killing them? Who is the one that is violent? Carry the flag, you get killed. Are you the one constituting violence, or the state that is sponsoring the killing? The reason we, Biafran in exile, has taken guns, arms, ammunition in our position to defend our land is because a government that few protesters are not ready for peaceful discussion.
That you cannot address the press, and we do it all the time, and look, the courts accept it, the bar association accepts it. There is no reprimand. Nobody has reprimanded. It's wrong, because there is room for journalists to be in the court all the time, to observe proceedings, to take note of the things, and they report in such a manner that is not prejudicial, that does not undermine the integrity and the independence and impartiality of the court. But we see this every time being breached, and we don't have anybody raising dust. It comes to that of Nnamdi Kanu, and the respected Aloy Ejimako is now an issue. So why should it be? Before we see this every time being breached, and we don't have anybody raising dust, it comes to that of Nnamdi Kanu, and the respected Aloy Ejimako is now an issue. So why should it be?
Okay. I greet everybody. You're welcome. You see, when I the talk say we get two set of law for that country called Nigeria, people not understand them. We say, I tell on say anything will be Igbo, they don't come out them for Nigeria. Now, the problem will make them arrest a lawyer Jimako. Now waiting every lawyer they do every day. As you go listen to this video, I want to make you cool down, listen very well to this man's explanation, because the man himself is a lawyer. Why they go arrest a lawyer Jimako, and even talking say they want disbar him, that is they want come out a license make he no be lawyer again, because he consign Onibu, because he consign Nnamdi Kanu. Waiting a lawyer Jimako do, waiting be your offense. They catch him do anything, they catch him protest. No, they say they see him for the vicinity, for the presence where they protest. He no do anything. Make you listen, and the way you listen, answer yourself who you be. Today na lawyer Jimako, tomorrow who he go be if he be you. Listen.
With me, Frank Tietie, a lawyer and a RISE analyst, here to throw more light on these issues. Glad to have you. Always glad to have you.
Thank you, my pleasure.
In the studio. All right, so straight out, what do you stand for or against concerning the lawyers?
Oh, why should we even contemplate the issue of disbarment as if that's the only kind of sanction you give to a lawyer? If you perceive that he's done something wrong, you can reprimand him. You can suspend him, you can do anything, but not disbarment. So I think, but that is very far from to be considered in this issue.
Has he done anything wrong?
Oh, no, absolutely not, because you must consider Aloy Ejimako first and foremost as a Nigerian citizen who's got rights as a citizen to demonstrate, to be part of a protest. And then two, he does in every way hold some measure of professional responsibility to both the courts and to the legal profession. There's no doubt about that. So we must therefore now make a distinction between his responsibility and rights as a citizen of Nigeria and his responsibility to the court. So did he in any way offend the court? When you say a matter is subjudice, it means that it's under consideration by the courts. And when you also say that lawyers, particularly under the rules of professional conduct, specifically rule number 33, should not, make public statements with regards to matters that they are involved in. It's clear, because the aim is that do not make such statement to either put pressure on the court, to influence the court, or influence the public. So what Aloy was doing by being present, just being present at a protest, at a rally, does that amount to in any way as putting pressure on the court? Yeah, it does it in any way. Because, and then most importantly, did he organize a protest? Did he call for a protest? He was simply part of the protest. If I am working to free my clients, and then I see a number of persons who consider that my client is in detention today for political reason more than legal, and they are holding a rally, and I happen to be present there by way of any form of solidarity as a citizen of Nigeria, am I trying to influence the court? Am I trying to influence the judge? So the unfortunate thing, and we must know this, is that if we think that Aloy has, gone past his remit as a professional, as a lawyer in a matter that is appearing in, and then which means virtually every senior lawyer, every lawyer who has spoken to the press immediately after leaving a court hearing has actually violated that rule. I hope we all know that. So yes, because those actions have been more prejudicial to the cases that they are appearing than whatever Aloy did, expressing his right as a citizen of Nigeria.
Oh, well, that's quite interesting.
Of course it is, because the rule is quite clear. Anytime a lawyer makes a statement in public, when a case is anticipated or when a case is going on, especially when he is involved in a matter, it violates the Subjudice rule. And we see it every now and then. Lawyers, especially senior advocates, as a form of one subtle advertisement or the other, is offensive to our profession. It's wrong. I, as a lawyer, will never make a statement concerning a matter that I'm appearing in. So we're doing all sort of things, and then we've been accepting them, and then it comes to Aloy's. Is it because it's involving Nnamdi Kanu now? We are now waking up some strange.
Let me get you right. Are you saying that if you leave a court room, you cannot grant it?
As a lawyer participating in a matter, immediately in fact, there is an express rule against it, Rule 33 of the Rules of Professional Conduct, as amended in 2023. You cannot address the press with regards to the fact of the matter, with regards to any issue relating to that matter.
So, Frank, why is it occurring? Why is it happening?
Because it's against the Subjudice rule. Even though it's a common law rule, we don't have any express statute against it. But they are all. But we have
express statutes.
No, but again, how do you now look at what is the role or what is the status of the rules of professional conduct? It's express that you cannot address the press, and we do it all the time. And look, the courts accept it. The Bar Association accepts it. There is no reprimand. Nobody has reprimanded. It's wrong, because there is room for journalists to be in the court all the time, to observe proceedings, to take note of the things, and they report in such a manner that is not prejudicial, that does not undermine the integrity and the independence and impartiality of the court. But we see this every time being breached, and we don't have anybody raising dust. It comes to that of Nnamdi Kanu, and the respected Aloy Ejimako is now an issue. So why should it be?
Before I go to my next question, just this one. All you're saying now, what does the Constitution particularly say about this?
Look,
I mean, it's the ground norm.
Yes, the ground norm. What the Constitution says. Under Section 39, the citizen of Nigeria has the right to hold opinion and express same. Under Section 40, the Nigerian citizen has the right to congregate, to meet anywhere in any part of Nigeria, and then express himself and take part in rallies. Under Section 41, he has the right to move about anywhere, go to Kafanshan, go to anywhere, and then express himself. He hasn't offended the Constitution as a citizen of Nigeria.
All right.
It doesn't exclude the fact that he has some professional responsibility to the Nigerian, to the bar, to the legal practitioner. Yes, I mean the legal profession. However, has he offended the court? Was he attempting to influence the court? Was he attempting to intimidate the judge? Absolutely not. He was present at a protest that was aimed at President Tinubu to take a political decision, ask the Attorney General to withdraw charges against Nnamdi Kanu, or rather release Nnamdi Kanu. How could that be offensive? Right. For goodness sake.
Fine. What do you even make of his arrest and the arrest of those who participated in this protest?
Oh, well, I found that quite sad. Very, very sad. And in any way, I'm careful, because when we promote human rights, we try to balance it with the responsibility to also promote the fact that there has to be peace. I think that was tainted. The point is that, should he have been arrested? I don't know. I mean, but when the police gave a reason for arresting him, that he was present in a place where a certain court order, barred people from protesting. These are issues of fact. The point is that, was he named in that court order? What was he doing? Just by being present, should he have been arrested? And again, what is the process? In determining the criminality of whoever, what was wrong, or who was offending a particular order of court, should that be left to the court? We're talking about a legal practitioner who is, present at a rally, at a demonstration, a peaceful one, non-violent, absolutely not offending any known law. Why should I arrest him? Now, those are all the dimensions that point to the fact that this whole thing about Nnamdi Kanu is political, and I've maintained that position. And that's the reason why its solution lies in the political power, and particularly that of the president.
Let me ask you this: the police say it is standard procedure to keep a suspect in custody until bail conditions are met. Correct?
That's not very correct. The point is that the moment the police hands over a suspect or an accused person to the court, his job ends there. It's respect. Don't forget, the court has a belief, the court has a sheriff that takes responsibility of the accused person, that determines. It's not the police that, I mean, there's this wrong procedure we experience all the time in court, where you now, where after bail has been perfected, you still have to take that bail, the perfected documents to the prosecutor to examine whether they are in accordance with the pronouncement of the court before the person is released. All sort of violation of our rights. The good thing about it is that this is happening.
This is a serious matter.
Of course it is. Absolutely serious.
Because this goes on and on. Are you saying that the police,
it didn't have any business anymore? The moment or whoever was here as an accused person was handed over to the court.
Why does it keep happening?
Oh, because we have not challenged it. Because we keep, failing to observe known standards, and we allow them. The same way the lawyers violate the rule against them, the subjudice rule, anytime they make pronouncements when they come out from court, and the courts tolerate it. That's the same way the courts have tolerated their powers being, taken over by the police. I mean, the court is in the custody of the court. It's in the court to determine that. Look, go to the police.
My time is gone.
Go to the prison or remain in court.
Okay, quickly. Is the police handling this right? Are Showore and his people, are they handling it right?
I think I'm sympathetic to the police. Those officers of the police force, because they have to obey certain political orders, even when they know that what they are doing is wrong. And then when you ask me as to whether Showore, I'm also sympathetic to Showore. In fact, I'm very sympathetic to him. I believe he's doing the right thing. Again, there is no restraint to the level.
Against the court order?
Oh, well, the point is that I'm not aware whether he was served.
Even though he said he wasn't served.
But the point is this: if he has chosen to disobey an order of court, then let him face the consequences. Okay. And that consequence, let me tell you. Let me tell you.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying what you said. Yes. Yeah, I'm just saying that. Very interesting submissions. Thank you so much, Frank Titi, lawyer and Arise analyst. Always interesting.